should maybe read the whole club.
Here we go, bucket off the pick and roll. Shit, gotta go, we don't move it scary.
Last time a shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like a Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less. Flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak. No one wrong way, richer than me. This ain't up for debate. We out of luck. Maybach, lay back, matte black. Just the on your truck. Now I'm in the AMG with the all black tint. They don't know it's me, but they got a little hint. How you worry about it when you can't pay rent? I've been there. Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of MLK, used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17. Back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with the life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why they talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move, it was all a dream. Keep on talking and pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play and then...
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We are honored to be here for the biggest spectacle in sports, the Super Bowl. Are you ready, partner?
I am more than ready, and I love the word you used. Honored, because it is an honor to be here. It's a privilege to be here. My excitement is just about to burst through the booth. I can't wait to do this.
Well, and sitting with both of these teams and talking in the meetings and media day and all the hoopla that goes into this, there was one common theme. They're ready to stop the talking and start playing football.
Yeah, they were probably ready a while ago. Now they can just focus on it. It's done. The only talking they have to worry about now is post-game, and they hope that they'll be talking as the winning team.
And we'll see. You know, both sides come in with a game plan to start. We'll see how the adjustments are made throughout, because there are always adjustments in this game.
I want to see if they come out conservative, trying to minimize errors, or if they have enough confidence to attack early and try and take advantage of the other team's nervousness.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play action. Now Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Jackson going to change things up a bit. Now Jackson throwing again on 2nd and 10. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. it away following the touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And they'll start on the ground with Charbonnet. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Lance to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Everyone rolls into the Super Bowl saying, hey, I'm confident. I'll just do what I did before. But let's face it, you got to be wary of the jitters going into a big game like this. Super Bowl's unlike any other game you're going to play.
And now he's starting out 0 for 2. We'll see if he can rebound. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's a bit of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
On second down, here's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 46 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. That is caught with Sean Bateman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
One more time with Dobbins. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Ravens will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker now to kick take it away following the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
To throw, it's Lance. Has it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
3rd and 4. Lance looks to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 18. On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Lance looking to throw it. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Lance. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. And the first play will be a field goal try from the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. The kick by Lutz is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 57 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Now Jackson going to shift him around. To throw is Jackson. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. To throw is Jackson. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 5. Now Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
But he's certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
In motion left, Flowers. Here's a give to Dobbins. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. Just at the 19. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Jackson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. It got his man complete. It's a big play there for Seattle, and even 60 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Now Lance. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Set, hut. Blue striker. Set.
Here's Lance. They'll roll him out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Come on, set.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Plastic, stick. Set.
And Lance now to throw. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hut, hut.
And they'll go for it. Lance. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Not no good. He missed it. Missed the PAT. And this will remain a 5-point game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field. And we are ready to rock. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Lamar changing the look. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now a carry for Dobbins. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. We welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
Lance going to throw. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Rashad Bateman, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 36 yards. And the Ravens will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run. Sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the 46, here's 2nd and 2. And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Lance going to try to throw for this. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Lamar changing the play. Now Jackson on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying under double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
Ready.
Now a play fake. Lance. He's going to get this complete here to Lockett. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
On the ball.
Lance now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Out of the gun to give to Charbonnet. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's third down. Here's Lance to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And out across midfield down to the 45. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now it's Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown this Super Bowl. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Almost time for the final act of this NFL season as we are now through 3 quarters in the Super Bowl. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points, and they need them badly, trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Lance. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Buried by by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Here we go.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Patrick Queen, his 2nd sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Although a jet sweep to start the drive. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. And Bateman, and he'll go in motion right here. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Dobbins will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Seahawks 20. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. A good pickup there of 22.
Let's go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Red, yellow. Ready.
Throwing now is Lance. Sliding out of the pocket. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Flush to his right. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Now Lance throwing on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Green jack. Red cycle. Check.
Desperation time here. Lance. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Another run here with Dobbins. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Returnable for Lockett. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Ready, break.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. And that NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. 81 yards on the ground here for Dobbins, and a first down coming up.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he will have a Ravens first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. And it's all over. Just one is left standing. And that one is the Baltimore Ravens, your Super Bowl champions. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy. You know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
Trippin', this is easy, got them excited to meet me, I got diamonds, you got CZs, wake up, get to it and repeat,